Hello, and this is Bogas Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Walking Dead Color Tops Walmart exclusive Bloody Negan action figure. So before I take a look at Negan, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. First up, he comes with this Walking Dead base that all the Color Top Walking Dead figures come with. It's the exact same on top. It's that gravel kind of pattern. And for his only other accessory, he has an alternate hand. This is just for holding Lucille. The hand that's on him now is for pointing Lucille. But I'll go ahead and take it out of his hands and show Lucille. And wow, the detail on this. That detail is just amazing. All the barbed wire sculpted in there. And then it's covered with the blood. That looks really nice. But you can see where the blood didn't get all over it. There's still some of the silver shining through. And I really like that. I think that looks really nice. There's even blood down here. I really like that. That is just awesome. That's some sick detail. And the hand that this hand, the pointing hand, is for kind of doing that. Now switching his hands out is really easy. He's got a ball peg right there. You just wedge this out because it's a really soft plastic. It bends really easily. So you just kind of wedge that in there like that. And if it bends, you can just bend it back into shape. It's really easy to do. There. And this is how I like to see Negan, with the bat over his shoulder. So I think this looks really, really awesome. Now this face sculpt. Man, this looks so much like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, it is not even funny. McFarlane Toys did such an impressive job on this. I mean, that just looks like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm surprised how much it looks like him. Because the prototype photos, I wasn't sure that the likeness would be 100%, but just looking at this now, it is 100%. Then he's got some blood on his face, painted on. And he has some blood over here. It's just a little hard to see, like right here. And he's got some blood in his hair right here, but it's really, really glossy. I'm not sure why that is. It's just really glossy right there. Maybe because it'd show up on his hair? I don't know. I think the hair came out nice. And his beard is actually just painted on. But that's fine. I think it looks amazing. He's got his scarf. That's some nice sculpting work right there on this scarf. It's got dry brushing of black over it. Looks just like the scarf that he wears. And if his head is removable, so you can take the scarf off. So, there. There's Negan without the scarf. And I don't know why this his t-shirt under this is black, because it's always been white in a TV show. He's never worn a black t-shirt. So I'm not sure why that is, but it doesn't really bother me. I just think it's cool that you can take the scarf off. It's even sculpted underneath. That really surprises me. It gives Negan more range of motion with his head. Like, he can look like this. Like, all the way. I really like that. I think that looks really nice. I'm going to leave this off until I'm done with the articulation, because you can get more articulation out of this with the scarf off. There you've got his leather jacket. This is painted nicely and sculpted even better. Wow, that's nice. And then you can see the blood right there on him. That looks really, really awesome. Got all these zippers, they're sculpted in. I think it looks really nice. There's the sleeves. They've got some nice sculpted detail. I mean, look at the back of this. All this, the like ruffle and the fabric, that looks really, really nice. And then on his left hand, you get more blood. I like that. I actually prefer this version because, you know, Negan is Negan. Now, this is my only complaint with the figure. The belt right here, the paint, like the buckle right here is clear over here. And they sculpted it clear over here. And these rivets right here, I think that's what they're called. You can see that they missed their mark because they're like side from the where they should be, where they're painted on. So they missed their mark entirely with this, and it's the same way with this. The buckle is over here, and they painted it clear over here. So it doesn't really bother me because if you're looking at it like this, it looks fine. But once you look at it up close, it does look kind of funny. But it's all good. There's his pants. It has a texture in it, kind of like a denim texture. It's I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it does have a texture to it, and that is really, really awesome. There's more blood painted on him. I think that looks really cool. There's sculpted pockets. I think his boots came out really nicely too. The buckles on them are fine, so I don't know what's up with the belt. The buckles on his boots came out just fine. So overall, this figure is just really, really, really awesome. And I'd go so far as to say this is my favorite figure of this year so far. And I don't think anything can actually top this because it's just awesome. The sculpting is awesome. The likeness is dead on. And he can stand by himself. He doesn't need any support. So I really like that. So now I'm going to go over his articulation. He's got a ball jointed head that can look all the way back. Can look all the way down. He can move side to side like that. He's got ball jointed shoulders that can move. His right can move out further than the left. He's got a single jointed elbow and a swivel, which there's like a little sculpted cut right here. That way you can get him to hold the bat over his shoulder. So that's why this one has more motion. This one's just cut to like that. And he's got a ball jointed hand that can move back that far, forward that far, down just a little bit, and up a lot so that you can get him in that position. He's got a swivel at the waist. He's got ball jointed hips that can move out that far. He can kick forward just a little bit. He's got a single jointed knee and a swivel and rotation at the boot. It's not really much though, but it doesn't really need to. And another thing I wanted to point out is the articulation on the legs. They've kind of got a cut like sculpted in at the back of the legs. That way you can get him doing that lean that he does. So I think that looks nice that he can do that lean like he does in the show. I think that looks really, really nice. And I wasn't really afraid that it wouldn't come with it because that wasn't like something that really needed it. But I was hoping that they'd give him enough articulation to do that because he does that a lot in the show, that lean thing that he does. So there he is back with his scarf on. And he can't move that far with it on. He can just move back. He can't move side to side. So that's why I left it off for the review. But wow, McFarlane Toys did an awesomely amazing job. I can't give them enough credit because this is just my favorite toy so far this year because of all of the detail, the likeness, and everything. And there. And then here Negan is compared to the regular non-bloody version. I took the scarf off of this one too. I just left it off because I think it makes them look like two different things. And I think both of these look really good. It's just there's blood all over this one, and this one is clean. So I do have both versions, and you can only find this version at Walmart because it's a Walmart exclusive. So now I'm going to do some more comparisons. Actually, I have quite a few figures to do a comparison to just because it's just fun to do that. So, oops, that was not supposed to happen. There. So, here Negan is compared to comic book Negan. And you can tell that like they're the same character, but the comic version definitely looks different. But you can tell that these are the same character. So this is what he looked like in the comic, and this is what he looks like in the show. So I think that looks really cool. Here he is next to Rick Grimes. Is it going to stay? And Negan is taller than Rick because Rick's kind of got that action pose going on. I don't think the height difference is correct just because of Rick doing that. I think they're about the same height. I think. Here he is next to Kuro. Understand? Yeah, because they have kind of a weird relationship in the episode Sing Me a Song. It's a really great episode. And the height difference on these two, perfect. It's show accurate. I really like that. I think you could make some really cool scenes with these two. And then here he is next to his Daryl, because he took him in the episode The Day Will Come When You Won't Be. I think the height difference, Daryl's kind of, like his knees are kind of bent, but I think that the height is pretty accurate. If he was standing up, it'd be perfect. So there he is next to Daryl. And then, of course, you probably knew this was coming. Here he is compared to Abraham, because we all know why. And I think the height difference on these two are perfect, because they're about the same size. I think, is Abraham a little taller? I think Abraham's just a little bit taller. But I think that's cool. And if you want, you can, with this hand, this pointing hand that he uses, you can put Abraham's gun in it, or just this this custom gun that I made Carl. I was trying some different display options for Negan. You can do that. So you can have him with a gun if you want it. You can use any of the guns from the Walking Dead 5-inch figures. They work with this. I did try that too. So if you want to give him a gun, like in the episode The Day Will Come When You Won't Be, you can too. So this figure is just amazing, and that's all I can say about it, because this figure is awesome, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. So that's my review, and if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.